What's up, fam? How y'all doing? Welcome. Little quick tutorial of what we covered in class today. And of course, we got to start off with a little warm-up. So feel free to follow along as I talk to you during this mini class, right? Bear with me if you can't hear me. You know, the AC is on and there's a echo over here, okay? So, you gotta love yourself. I love doing this, and training is so important, you know? Get loose, it's good therapy. Get your joints moving, get your body moving, you know? I'll typically do this for 5 to 10 minutes. You know, I'm just running through it fairly quickly, but please take your time, you know, while you're warming up. Gotta get those hips loosened up. You know, I got a new titanium hip, so you gotta oil it up once in a while. Oh yeah. They tell me that when I was born, I came out dancing out of my mother's womb for all the bachata, merengue, and salsa they used to listen to. I was being nursed in the womb. Dislocate that new hip now. Come on now. And notice I'm actually doing this in jeans. I just got out from teaching, subbing class. And now I'm out here teaching the way of the intersecting shepherd. You know, a little bit of CKM, a little bit of Kali, Salat, a little bit of Jeet Kune Do, a little bit of Jiu-Jitsu and wrestling. And you combine that all into, you know, combat survival and street survival, right? You gotta know that it's gonna actually help you out in the streets. Can't be filled with fluff. It has to be very direct. And I'm talking about, you know, protecting yourself. It has to be fast and efficient and easy to do. You know, requiring not more than 2 or 3 gross motor skills. Because when you start getting too fancy, you know, things start getting out of hand very fast. So run through a few things, you know. I don't know if you can see me or not, but I'm on the ground doing some Supermans. Oh yeah. What? Imagine flying up in the sky like that. That would be awesome. So of course, you know, running through little things, you know, I'll usually do like a little bit of tumbling as well. You know, just running through the motions of here, rolling back to the side, coming over here, getting up, getting down, there, going back up again, over here, over there. Almost like you're breakdancing in a way, you know? And it's super important to be light on your feet and be able to flow in different directions, you know? Free flowing. So today we were running drills on knife defense, knife deployment as well. So utilizing your shields, right? You got, boom, an X block. You can do an X block over here. 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 One shield, boom, 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 boom. Okay? Then from there, you can actually, at the same time, think about when you're talking to somebody and notice that my hands are up like this, right? So they're like in a like a talking stance, okay? Because, you know, I like talking to my hands. At the same time, this is actually a little ready position as well. You know, hey man, listen, I don't want no problems. Hey, listen, you know, and you're guiding them somewhere else, you know, you're using your hands, you know, here and there. And if they have a weapon in their hands, you know, you're very quick to boom, either block and counter, block over here, counter from there, and be able to move in different directions while you're in this talking stance, interview stance, okay? So at the same time, you know, you can actually hit and deploy your weapon of choice, okay? And run through it and escape, all right? So whether you carry a folder, you know, you gotta understand how to deploy it, you know? I don't necessarily have to deploy this one and the blade is out already. I can actually use this as a blunt object too. And if I need to take it out, use actually my shirt, boom, to deploy the blade. And there's different ways that you can do it, right? And then you have your fixed blades, you know? Boom, you come over here, pow, you over there, switch hands, you know? Nice. So you can carry it on the left, you know? You can carry it on your right side as well, deploying it and running your drills and moving. We even practice. There's a pop dummy right there, believe it or not. I just hit his heart. You know what I'm saying? I could do that, right? Because I got 3 blades on me. Boom. I got my partner over here, Steven, or Lee, or Josh. You know what I'm saying? Or any of my brothers that need a blade of their own. Bam, I pass it to them, right? Bam, they take it. You know what I'm saying? And I got another blade right here that I could deploy if I need it. Now, this is going into like some extreme measures. You know what I'm saying? We're not here to be taking anybody out, you know, but we're here for, you know, self-protection and the protection of our family and friends, and as best as possible, come to a peaceful solution and conclusion, you know, in everything that we do. You understand? Last week we went over gun disarming, you know, when you're in a gun threat, and that could be in numerous situations and variables, what to do in those types of situations. Most important thing is to stay calm as best as you can. Because when you stay calm, you're able to think, you're able to breathe, you're able to stay relaxed. And when you need to, and you have that gun on top of your head or your chest, and this person is demanding for your life, right? You know, they could demand for your purse or for your wallet and your watch or one of your family members, whatever it is. You understand? You have a choice to make, a decision to make from that situation. All right? And then, of course, we go into tactics against strikes. Somebody throws a punch at you. We're in that interview stance. We're right here, you know? What to do if somebody comes at you with a punch like this. Very simple. You know, we call it the rhino. So right here, they throw that punch. Boom! Oh! Man! Imagine those elbows that are like spears coming to your chest, your neck, your nose, whatever that thing hits, you're blasting them. You understand? And then from there you escape. Okay, because that's our main goal in combat survival. Okay, guys? So I wanted to make this short and put it out there. If you got any questions, you know, comment, subscribe, share, you know. I know at times it looks a little goofy and stuff, the things that I'm doing, you know, I try to make the class fun. That's what it's all about, you know, make it a fun environment to learn in, and at the same time, you're growing, we're all growing, you know, as warriors in a garden, okay? Because I'd rather tend a garden being a warrior than a gardener in a war. Okay? To be at peace in the chaos is our main objective. You understand? And these classes help us, you know, to diffuse and let go. And, you know, sometimes we gotta punch the bag. You know what I'm saying? My man Bob is over here, you know. He's an awesome training partner. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, he could take those blows, you know what I'm saying? So, running through those things, you're over here, over here, over here, over here, you know, and then I take out the blade when I have one and just run through the drills. And it's so important, you know, that at the same time I'm doing these things, I'm breathing, you know, I'm actually in peace because I love Bob. You know what I'm saying? I love my enemy. And I say that wholeheartedly. You know, I don't believe that I have any enemies. But I know that they're out there. You know, whether it's because of, you know, jealousy or because of my faith, you know, in Yeshua. And there's attacks on Christians, you know, all over the world because of, you know, who we believe in. And that's my master, you know. In this martial art that I teach, the way of the intercepting shepherd, these are things that I've learned, you know, for a long time. But I came to a crossroad as to, you know, who is the true master. You know what I'm saying? And I thought that it was me, but it's not me. I have to point people to the master of masters himself. You know, that he's so pure and loving and faithful and true. That he's the one that said in John 15:13 that there is no greater one love than this, that a man should sacrifice his life for his friends. That's in John 15:13. He said that, you know. And he says, you know, to sell your cloak and buy a sword. Okay? But then he also says, if you live by the sword, you die by the sword. He also says, you know, if you get slapped, boom, turn the other cheek. And that's so important. You understand? Do we go through that in class? Yes. Because a lot of people have never been slapped before. You know? They've never been slapped before. They don't know, okay, how to control their emotions. And we're human. We are all human. And that's why it's so important for these classes, you know? And get yourself into a martial arts class. Do some jiu-jitsu. You know, do some Jeet Kune Do. Do some Gali. Find yourself a great teacher that runs, you know, the mind, the body, and the spirit of the human being, of the warrior. You understand? And if you're not being fulfilled in that class, you know, go to another one. You understand? You know, until you find that one that it's this, you know, brotherhood. You know? And it's beautiful because, you know, once you walk through that door, that ego is left outside. Because you got to come in here with a humbled heart, willing to learn, okay, from the experience of iron sharpens iron. And we're just chipping away out of that rust, you know, that we have, and just tearing you down to build you up, to be this servant, you know, in your home, in your communities, in your jobs, everywhere that you go.